Once again brought us to beautiful South America and one of the largest cities on the planet. We're looking live at San Paulo, Brazil, which first hosted the NFL back in 2024, and not surprisingly has rolled out the red carpet for us once again. Tonight, we're keeping it in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here to begin this one is and away we go, here in Sao Paulo. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, the quarterback seeking his fourth consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a fourth Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it, Kate, that the worst season statistically in Mahomes' career was still good enough to finish 6th in the MVP voting and reach a 4th straight Super Bowl. Shows just how high his bar is compared to everyone else, and he's still the QB that almost all are chasing.
And his first offering in the game winds up incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They go play action. It's Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Play action, Mahomes. He keeps it and takes off. And they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown! At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on a run back at the 27. So now we're going to look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
He'll stop with a gift to Harris. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Harris gets it on the counter. Escapes a defender. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
This is Harris on second down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers, first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. To the air this time. Herbert. Gets caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Herbert on first down. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
From the 19. He's going to tuck it and run. And Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains.
Seems like a gain of 8. And the Chargers, first down. First down and 10 yards to
You know,
go.
Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They give to Harris from the gun. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain. It's stopped down at the 3. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Herbert from the gun. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Dicker connects there, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. Now trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. From the 34. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. From the 43. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Again, right side, here's Pacheco. And he takes it inside the 17 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes finds him on the crossing route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Mahomes on first and 10. Here's a screen sound for Pacheco. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Second and 3 now. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs get 6 more on their early advantage. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11.
14. Chargers 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers get their offense set for their second drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
McConkey's got it again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Play action now for Herbert. Conklin brings it in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Dump off to his fullback. And he's going to go out of bounds before he's going to make anything of that effort, partner. It's going to be a loss of it looks like about 1 on 1st down.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. The Chiefs in control so far. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And it's perfect. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, and I love them taking a shot, Cade. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. It's Herbert once more. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by David Watson. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defense is today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Kelsey's got him right side. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of 4 there. 2nd down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. No gain after the catch, but the gain still out across midfield. There to the 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Second down run by Pacheco. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra, block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Chiefs, 1st down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second and 3 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Throwing again, Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he stops, give him about 7 on the play, and give his offense a first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Back to the air, Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Oh, now this is certainly going to make second and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. Give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now second and goal situation.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at second and goal. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they're turned away again. 2 great defensive stands. We've arrived at third and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
Chiefs 21, Chargers 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 29-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Shotgun game to Hampton. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They get 6 and a first down as well.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing. You're getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Herbert from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say about the 37-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. The tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, here's Herbert. And the first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now Herbert again. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert to throw once more. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And this stays a 3-possession game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
2nd and 13. That's caught in stride by Rice. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting the completion, it was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Man downfield, he's got it. It's worthy. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
All right, we've reached the 2-minute warning in Sao Paulo. The Chiefs with a chance to boost their lead. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, Mahomes to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. They like, what he owns? This is Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get it gone.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kansas City.
His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Back to throw, here's Herbert. And this one's incomplete, too low as it skips off the ground.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. It's Herbert once more. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Nick Bolton has it. And he takes this one back. It is a pick six and a KC touchdown.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue piling onto this lead. Quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, here comes Davis. Jukes one defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Charger offense late in this first half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum before halftime here, Brock, or if they just choose to head off and lick their wounds. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. Completed here to Johnston. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on first is Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and just 2 to go. Herbert. That one's nabbed by Allen. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Chargers will have a first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Herbert on 1st down. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. The party's still going for 2 more quarters, football fans. We're back underway from Brazil. Starting from the 5. Showing a little burst so far. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the 3rd. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Herbert from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Check, check. Lucky.
Throwing now, Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said of how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off for the touchdown.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers look trailed by 25. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. It's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be third down. Gain on the play up to the 38.
That's a gain of 5.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
First down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Throwing the out route complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Did I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
From the 32 to the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route going that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Third and goal now as they try to pile on further. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams with field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Butker knocks it through. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the 34. A quick slant, here's McConkey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Did such a good job, and not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Short pass brought in. Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From From the pistol, it's Herbert. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. It's Herbert once more. Pocket isn't holding out. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. It's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Chiefs in a nickel set for this third down call. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. First down from the red zone. It's going to be caught by his running back, Harris. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Herbert back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Motioning left is Johnston. Third and goal. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers in the lead some in the third. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Chargers 17.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice ready for a new series on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. First down from the 31. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
It's a gain of 18.
A run like like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. From the 43. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And Mahomes is going to dodge a hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. It's Pacheco again. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Finds the football outside. It's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They just get the play off. He can run it. And Mahomes is going to dodge a hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the first down. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Pacheco. Goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes. Has it in close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs put up even more points in a win. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tack on 7 more to their lead.
Chargers 17.
kicker on now to kick this one away. On return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. They'll start with a gift to Harris. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds a seam down the middle. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Number 1, Quentin Johnston. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Herbert to throw once more. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought it stalled out is going to carry on.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you get double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. He just keeps fighting McConkey. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Let McConkey with a touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Chargers 24.
Take a risk, take a trip, you know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised, I fell through with the knickknacks. A young
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year is over. First call here coming from the shotgun. To the gun, here's Hampton. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. To throw, Herbert. Jump off caught by his back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Herbert on first down. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
They give to Harris from the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
3rd and long for him here. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Escapes. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions. Justin Herbert with a touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
Okay, that is so demoralizing defensively. Defenders in all their lanes, you do just about everything right to stop the 4th down. That QB's legs, they were the X factor. Big time play.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Chiefs cover off the kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The Chiefs and Rashee Rice readying for a new series on offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach.
That's my heart.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Pacheco gets it from the gun. He's Starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. It is the 2-minute warning from San Paulo. Chiefs nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We've got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25. The Chargers and wide receiver Lad McConkey set for another drive. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They bring Johnston in motion. Herbert throwing again. Ooh, not much time to adjust, but he catches it still off the tip. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Herbert once more. Oh no, they get him yet again. Mike Edwards makes the play. And the Chiefs return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
The Chiefs offense out to take over. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. Only one timeout remaining to stop it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Still first down.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Chiefs in a victory formation here as they take a knee. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say ciao from San Paulo.